people! I realized I did not have an intro for crafting plushies, so I just used my other intro that I usually use on my Fridays. Hello! I'm slightly cut off. I'm gonna be down here for a sec, and we got some two-camera action happening. I'm at my crafting table, and we are going to be working on fixing poor old Dragonite here. He's got head issues. This is a childhood toy of Rachel's from Walmart. What's the date on this? This is old school. I do not see a date of when this was created, but I figured I would help her out by restuffing him. Ugh. He's mostly surprisingly clean considering the age. Just slightly pilly and things. But you know what? I love him. Let me get some music going, and hopefully Winamp won't crash a billion times like it's been doing, because I don't have the exact plugin on that I need. Oh, there it goes. It's crashing. There it goes. Let me try this again. If I do this in the right order, I should be able to get it to work. Winamp likes to play original files. That's why I continue to use it. Play some old school video game stuff, which makes it nice and easy. Hold on. We're going to start a random file. Always open. Ugh. Windows, why are you so stupid? Of course, I'm trying to do this all with like a little touchpad on my laptop. Alright, let's try this. I like to just have a little background music while I work. There we go. The time won't work right, but hey, the music's there. Looks like it's nice and quiet, shouldn't be too loud. First things first, I'm going to move my microphone a little bit over here so I'm further away. Turn down the music just on my laptop so it doesn't like double through my microphone. So we got to do basically just a restuffing because it's all squished up inside. You always want to find the seam of where it got sealed up at after the factory. It's usually on their back, and in this case it is. Let me see if I go up to this camera. Yeah, you can see it. There's the little zigzag seam. It always has this like distinctive zigzag look, and that is just a single seam that once opened will give you full access to the inside to do whatever you need. I have my classic seam ripper from, actually I think it was my grandmother's, and it's still sharp and wonderful. Just kind of pull it apart. I see the yellow thread, and just boop, slice it, and it opens up. I have my, this is like work cam. I'll post it like right there. And then face cam. Boop, boop, pull out those threads. And now I can see the not hand stitched thread, the one that was done by the machine. We don't want to touch those. There we go. Just pull out as many of these hand stitched ones as I can. That'll give us more space to work with. Oh, there we go. All out. And he's full of... Oh yeah, there's just a lot of empty space inside his guts. But I have like this exact stuffing, so this will be great. Your standard polyfill. But his tail's got a little bit of needing of stuffing, so I'm gonna take a nice little chunk in here. It's like a lot of little bits. Let me floof this up. Just take a big chunk, shove it down inside. Start adding it back to the tail to help re-stiffen, reshaping it. 'Cause there's some zigzags going on his tail, like right here. There's a big like dent that I want to fix. Let me Winamp. Next song. And it broke. Winamp, you had no problem changing songs. Why are you doing this now? Ugh. No, not Windows, Winamp. Let's try a different listing. Alright. Got a nice little ball. I'm gonna put this in his tail too. Just gotta carefully not mess up the other stuff that's in here. Boop. Ah. There we go. Filling in the dent. Can be tricky sometimes. You go to fix one thing and suddenly it can make other things worse. That's looking pretty good. His leg could use a little bit more. Oh, that's for his wing. Yeah, I don't want that to slide all the way out. There's a big piece of plastic inside that controls. That's it. Yeah, I thought it might have been metal or cardboard, but it's actually just a hunk of plastic for his wing, which helps keep it a particular shape. Let me shove it back in there further. Oh, it can't. It is sewn on right there, so it can't move. Okay, no problem. Now keep it in there. Stuffing. I'm gonna save that big chunk for his neck. I have some used pieces in here. I'm gonna use the less used pieces though, because I want it to be as floofy as possible. But I need to mow the lawn even though I'm already showered. Okay, mow that lawn. Nice. Alright, it changed without crashing that time. I went to eat this stuff. It's so soft and so squish. Clouds for your hands. Stuffing guts. I'll make my own stuffing and I'll just call it stuffing guts or plushie guts. Oh yeah, gotta chub his leg up again, because Dragonite's got some beefy legs. Yeah, it's a big kind of nothing in here. Yeah. Yeah. Rip it up. Defluffs if I play with it too much from testing other plushies, so I'm refluffing it by just like mixing it back together, pulling out the crushed strands to floof them back up. Kind of gets a good consistency again. For old toys it works great. Oh yeah. Get that nice and beefy. Look at that chubby leg. It's got some good squish again. I might be able to put a little bit more there on his knee. Give his knee some love. Bloop. Don't want to chub it out too far. Look at that. Got some good shape on his leg now. It like really comes out the way it's supposed to. Oh, you know what? I put it in the wrong spot. I wanted it over here. But hey, that spot needed it too. Floof. Oh. Put it up a here. Yeah. Oh. Nice good squish on his knee now. As it should be. His other foot's got some loose wobbliness too. You want it to be like very squish. You don't want it. I don't like when plushies are firm. A lot of people stuff them very firm, and I'm just not. Ooh, his toenail has no fluff. That'll be tricky, but I can get something down there, I think. I don't like when plushies are stuffed too stiff, because then you can't like love on them. You can't just squish on them. It's like jumping onto the rock. Like a little bit to get in here, I think. Let's see if I can get to this toe without messing up everything. Go in, up the belly. Looks like there's an alien inside him when your hand's going through. Almost. Get the ball of fluff right there. Poof. Get off my finger. Stay in the toe. Yes. Yes. And now his toe has a squish. Oh, you got the two songs and you crashed on me again, Winamp? Oh, that's what I get for... I thought I had the right version of the plugin add-on for it, but no, I had an older one. So now it just wants to be jank. Gets through a couple songs before exploding. Alright, this foot's looking good now. I'm liking that. This one needs a little help. That toe, again, is empty. This one has a little bit. They kind of all could use a little help. This has lost some stuffing, so it's got these, like, weird creases going on. Trying to see if I can show that on close-up cam. Yeah, all his toes are a little deformed. I'm gonna see if I can fix that, too. I love plush restoration, making old things new again. I did this once for one of my toothless plushies, and it was so nice having them be like posable and able to stand up on his own again. This music's weird. Astral travel. What is this strange crease. Why is it shaped like that? Is it just how they sewed it? It's a little better. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna get another little poof. Little poof. I want to get this other toe filled in. Alright, let's attempt to change the song. Oh. Alright, Winamp. I'm done with you. We're just gonna get like a lo-fi something going. Let's see what I find. Oh man, some people are live now. Getting some music going. Let's see how this sounds. Might be loud, so I'm gonna turn it down. Nope, I already had it down a bit. Cool, I like that. I love you can see the back room a little bit. The bed that's just covered in stuffed animals. It is basically the plushy couch bed. Cool. Alright. I shall craft to that. Alright. Toes are all nicely stuffed now. The foot does still need a little bit of help on the sides. Going back in. It's like down in here. Underneath. Yeah, there we go. Getting some definition back. See, it wobbles, but it still goes back to where it should be. That's what you want. Oh, look at the feetsies shake! Okay, I'm done. Let's continue stuffing these knees. Get them poofed up. Foot on the other side. Could use a little chonk. No, not like that. Stuffing, you are not foofy enough. It becomes like a stiff ball sometimes, and I don't want that. This music is being provided from YouTube channel Lo-Fi Girl, which is live right now, just broadcasting some sort of lo-fi music. That's looking good. Ooh, this could be nice. like go in the top of his foot, because the left foot has this nice round squishy shape and the right one is like kind of flat. So let me see if I can get this in here and like spread it around and hopefully not have it be a big bunch, just to like really make the foot feel good. Stuffing plushies is way harder than you'd ever think. There's a lot of work to make the shape of everything. It really controls the shape of the plush so much. And I never knew that until I started doing this. It's looking pretty good. There's a bit of a gap here. Spread it out, floof it up, stick it in. Yeah, get his knee a little more even. What was that? His antenna. I'm cool with that shape. I do so many like little squeezes just to get a sense of like density, where's pressure, where's not pressure. So I want to make sure he's very well evenly stuffed. His lower belly zone can use some more. I'm gonna take a chunk from here because this is a nice floofy soft chunk that's like not been touched. Yeah, if I can get that in there, that'll be nice. Like this zone. It sticks out so far. Alright, now there's a gap here, but this part is now protruding better. Now we gotta fill out the rest to match it. My background, why did it get weird shaped? It like shrunk. Oh, because the page shrunk. 1 second. Boop. There we go. Now it fits as it's supposed to. I can slide it up too and be like, oh, more creations. Okay, this I want to go right here. Yes. It's getting that big belly back. Oh, now we have a little more gap. It's cool because these threads are like pulling in a little bit, so he's getting that like and that was like gone, but now that I'm restuffing him, it's like coming back. And I love it. Dragonite is definitely one of my favorites because he's so derpy. Yes, good stuff in there. Yeah, you can just see how like it's stiff, and then just goes in. There's nothing in here. The new new Dragonite evolution. Oh, your nose is dirty. We'll have to clean that. I love that both of his eyes are looking over, so it's just like, Lots and lots of stuff is gonna go into this upper body zone. cloud chunk. That's what's basically going in last, because that's the best stuff that is going to help go on the outside. Oh, and there's this messy stuff which helps fill in the middle, which you're not really going to feel much. Just gotta tear it up and then it'll get floofy again, which helps make it last for a good long while. Refluffing. Why'd the song get so loud? There we go. Don't want it overpowering me. I'll do this next to the mic so you can hear the ripping sounds. His left side can use some more stuffing down in here for sure. Spread it out a lot. Looking like Dragonite again. Getting his body back. His arm's pretty good, but I think his arms could use a little more stoof. Arm's better now. What about this one? Ooh, that's fun. I'm gonna put in a little bit kind of around it. Alright. I want to double check the tail actually. I realized there's some chunks down here that have gone flat and I could use better fill. If I sealed him up with that hole in his tail, I would be sad. We're diving in left arm this time. Pushing that all the way up to there. Fill in the tail. Oh, the tip doesn't have something. We're gonna try a trick here. See if this works. Kind of get a bunch on the end of a tool. Oh, it's gonna slip right through. See if we can get this all the way to the tip of the tail. Oh, it's not staying on the tool I was using. And you normally use a pencil, but I don't have a pencil nearby. I'm just gonna get my finger all the way up. Ah, there. Yes. Tip of the tail stuffed now. Mush it around a little bit to loosen it up. Hee hee. There we go. What can we do with you, tail? Do you still need help before I close you up? I do keep feeling like little gaps all over the place. Tiny gaps. Trying some techniques of moving the stitching, not the stitching, the stuffing, without having to put my hands inside. It's looking pretty dang good. I found a spot that needed just a little bit. Oh, so many spots, like little wrinkles that are just like, no stuffing here. And I'm like, no, must rescue. Okay. There we go. Getting his nice bumps back on his tail. Little bit by bit. Nasty little ball. Get out of here. Right here. There's a little spot. Hey. Alright, that's looking and feeling much nicer. Oh yeah. Now the side of his tail has lost some stuffing from me going in and out so much. I'll just add a little bit back into the empty zone. Oh yeah. Get that tail nice and filled back in. Hee. Look at that. Boing. But still nice and wobbly. That's what you want. Heck yeah. His back's looking good. I'm actually gonna aim this up slightly. Dragonite, you're looking awesome. Might have to start going for the big floof. Filling in this important zone. Oh yeah, with the good stuff. I think his head is fine. His head has actually retained very good shape and definition. So I don't know if I want to mess with it. Maybe just on his nose a little bit here. Just like, how do I get in there? Maybe up right here. Just below his eye. Boop. It's a little nicer. No, it doesn't have, it was like really indenting a lot here, and now it's doing it less because I put a little stuffing in there. Because this one's like not even, it's doing a different kind of indent. I'll poof out his cheek. Or I guess whatever that spot is next to his eye. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Basically stress testing him. Gotta give him some squish. He's holding up. Cat hair all over. His horn is fine. Although I can pull out the tip of his horn a little bit. It's like stuck in there. Boop. Oh. Part of the horn that's like never been seen. Boink. I just gotta push the stuffing up a tiny bit just to like fill it in. There we go. Dragonite, you're looking good. I wonder what these horns, how these are functioning. Oh, there is a piece of plastic in here. And this plastic must have either got bent or something. What if I move it to like there? Ooh, it does change the angle. Alright, hold on. Let's get his horns to be like up again. One of them's looking good, but this right horn. Tilt up while I try to do this part. This right horn, plastic. Let's see if we can move it. Finger, get around the stuffing. Okay. They're plastic, so they're kind of jank in their design, but it stands up now, and it like curves more the way it should. Cool. Oh, but I don't want it to stick out. Just need a tiny bit over the plastic to hold it in place and make it so it doesn't poke you. There we go. No, don't go that way. That's better. If I go that way, then they both go. It sometimes gets caught on itself. Cool. That's better. Because it was like... Alright. Head looking good. Alright, we're nearing the end of this restuffing. Oop. Double cam of me is freaky. I've never had two cams at the same time showing me. sit like this so you can watch me attempt to stuff him from that angle. I'm actually going to use some of this used stuffing. Rip it up. His chest is poofing out nicely. That's good. A little bit more of this. Getting like tiny little fibers on my microphone from doing this. But oh well, it'll come off easy. So here's the plastic that holds his wings up. This one must not be working right because his wings are not going up the way they should. It needs to be like, it just flops forward. Can I fix that? Can I like stuff this? It's unfortunately. Let's see. Trying to see what I can do to get his wing to stay up. What if it's like that? Then it's just gonna be over there. And the old plastic's sewn through, so I can't really do anything with it unless I actually start taking off the wing stitching, which I don't want to do. I wanted to keep all the original stitching. I just stuff it so it's like that. It's probably the best I can do in this case. Without doing a full hardcore restore on him. Alright, other wing though. Has a harsh curve going on. There we go. It's closer. What if I take this and twist it a little differently? Ooh, look at that. That one's being more like cooperative. It's like actually staying up, which is cool. Huh. Interesting. That's just flopping over that way. Alright. I want it to be like that. Yeah. Shove it way inside the stuff. And as I stuff it there. Once I seal this, his wings will be better than they were before. The wings were very jank, and now at least they're like being a more cooperative. Not perfect, but improved for sure. I just gotta make sure I'm not stuffing this too irregularly. Because if you get too much of a ball in one spot, then it creates all these gaps around it, and then you get bad stuffing consistency. He's almost there. I didn't even realize one of the cats was just watching me from the other chair. Just chilling. He is eating up more stuffing than I expected. Might use this whole bag. Oh. It's a good amount of squish. I like it. I might go deep from like the middle and pull a little bit out. Just to like loosen them up. Ooh. Shoved some up into the neck, and now it's like standing up on its own, which it probably hasn't done in so long. Oh, much better. Dragonite. Go. Fill that in. Ooh, Dragonite, you are nearly done. You did a chunk under here because it keeps wanting to tilt that way. Yeah. Hee hee hee. Cool. Dragonite, you can hold your head up on your own. Look at that. Rachel is gonna love it. Ooh, you know what? This little wing point, I bet I can pull out a little further. Hee. There we go. It's like definition to his wing that was just like not there. Pulling out some fresh stuffing. This one too. Oh, no, it is actually right to the point. Oh, no, here we go. Pull that out a little more. Hee. Making you fresh. Oh, Dragonite, we just gotta clean up your nose, which I do have tools for. And you'll be the best. Thank you everybody for joining me so far. I don't need this going. I don't have like a extremely good camera going. I got a decent Logitech 1080p camera, which is my close-up cam. Oh. 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 Bow. 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 He makes the weirdest sounds in the show, and it cracks me up. Alright. We are about ready to sew him closed. Let me see if I can pull out the hand stitch that we don't need anymore. Yeah, there we go. Some of that thick yellow thread they used. There's the other one. Oh, is that knotted? That's alright. We'll leave that in there. Cool. I'm going to start sewing them up, and then as it gets closer, I might put a few finishing touches of stuffing in them. Wing. I gotta stuff a different part of the wing. Stuff the plastic down his left side more because it doesn't want to stay where I put it. There we go. No, no. There we go. And then once I close it, that'll work. Okay. Let's see, I do have that white thread, but I think... Ooh. I've got two different yellows. This'll probably work good. Does this tell me the strength? 100% polyester. This one's part cotton and polyester. I have a feeling the 100% is going to be stronger. It's pretty thin. I don't have a nice thick thread like they used for sewing them up, but that's okay. It should work fine despite that. Just need a decent long chunk. And then we gotta make a knot. I do this multiple times to make like a nice thick knot that won't go through the fabric. Roll it on my finger. Do it like 5 times and then usually I'll have a nice chonky knot that's indestructible. There we go. There we go. Oh, it focused for a second where I wanted it to. Oh well. That is at least a nice knot that's not going anywhere. And now I need my sewing needle. Where's my voodoo doll? Aha, he's behind my laptop. Always get a voodoo doll for doing your plushie projects. In this case, it is Bart Simpson. And I keep the good sewing needles in his eyeball. We're gonna have this one. Tilt back down, because now we're gonna stitch him closed. Starting basically at the same spot as this. And we're gonna ladder stitch this. Wonder if this is capturing. It's not super close up, but I bet I can zoom it in. Hold on. Let me see if I can do like a quick zoom. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. It does have zoom. Might not be amazing quality, but it's something. Go right in and back out. Pull it. Oh, the old stitching is showing a little bit. Let's see. I think that's okay. This will very likely end up looking stitched up better than what it originally looked. Not always, but usually this ladder stitch technique works nicely. If you don't do it too tight and go back and forth evenly, it'll look real good. You can like hide the seam so well, depending on the fabric and depending on how you do it. This music is so chill. I should probably be talking in a more chill voice. I don't know, like calling out viewers, but there's someone watching whose username is just feet. Thank you. Making sure I'm doing this evenly. I don't want it to like get wrinkled. Looks like the left side I need to do bigger stitchings to catch up. Because that does happen sometimes. You get a little off track. This is the slow process, resealing the plush back up. I love getting stuffing stuck back inside the hole. I don't want it to do that, it just happens. Getting there. I'm not very fast at this. It's almost a meditative process. Since I'm using a thinner thread than what they originally used, I'm doing smaller stitches. Whereas originally they did wide, big stitches. Just because it's quicker. But I want this to look nice. So I'm doing mine a little closer together. You'll still see the zigzag, but maybe not as much. Alright, we're like halfway up his back. Okay, not much space left. Let me see if he needs any more stuffing. I do want just a little bit. Boop. make sure his head... Ooh, there is a spot that causes his head to tip forward on the front of his neck. I'm going to stuff that real quick. Yeah, right there. Alright. Dragonite, I think you're ready. Cool. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's a spot I don't like. Better. Wobble them around. Oh no, I can't see that. Like, I was just like trying to wiggle him and get the fabric all like jiggled around. Make sure he's still nice and wobbly and squishy, but stiff enough. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Cool. So much better than what he was previously stuffed. Oops. Bad angle. Slide my cameras around a little bit so you can kind of see everything I'm doing. I wonder, I have a light here, if I turn it to face directly, so that'll make it easier to see. It's a little extra light. Might be better that way, just for this part. Oh, now his right side has got extra fabric, so I gotta catch up. If you do it gradually enough, it won't cause trouble. You can get it to still look nice and even, and get no wrinkles on either side. And then as soon as I'm done this guy, I've got a little bit of time. I can disclose my next project. So close. Alright, now with the last couple stitches, well, let me do another one. Another ladder. I'm going to change the stitch so I can lock it in. Let's see, do I want to do it now? Yeah, let me do this. Pull that tight, and then we go down, basically back through these. Down and back up. side, out the other side. And then, now that we're at the end, I go in, out, and then through the hole before I pull it all the way. And do that like 2 or 3 times. Final stitch. Okay. And then I go back in, and I just come out somewhere randomly, like over here. Pull it all the way. Poke the needle back into Bart's eyeball. Pull that thread, cut it. Boom. With a little roughness, this zigzag might fade a little bit, but yeah, it basically looks the way it did when he got sewed up. A little different. But hey, let's do a zoom out. Oh, this camera needs to go back this way. Yay! I'm done! Derpy little face, his antennas stick up a little better than they did before. Before this one was like totally over. This one at least is up. This one's up again, well, mostly. That's how it should be though, it's supposed to like do little curvy curves. The plastic bends slightly and then it starts to go back. The wings are more symmetrical, whereas they were not before. They were doing their own thing and being annoying. So now they kind of do the same thing. Tail is more rounded. That had a lot of gaps before, and now it's like, woo, smooth. Belly is now way more filled up because this was like really squishy and sunken in, and now you can see sticks out nicely. Ah, don't kick the scissors. Little arms, and of course, very importantly, his head stays up on its own, but is very flexible and squishy. Oh, yes. This is using an older fleece that I guess gets like a pilly texture on it, but these are still nice because they have a good softness to them that doesn't really go away. It's still like a decent quality fabric. Some plushies feel gross. I think I own 1 or 2 that just like you touch it and it's like, no, you're spiky and hard, and what fabric are you? Dragonite, you're good quality. Yeah, you're good. Clean you up. You need a vacuum. I'll run the hand vac over you to suck up all these little tiny hairs and things. Alright, we'll show Rachel that in a little while when she's done mowing the lawn. Awesome. Now, ooh, I don't like when the light's pointing at my face. It makes me look ghastly. Let's turn this back away. So then it gets like a general lighting of me. That's much better. Too harsh of a light. Makes me gross. Now, I gotta check to see if I have everything I need for this. Rachel is outside, so she won't hear. But the next project that I will be working on is best friends with this guy. Oh, you're so old. This guy's like a decade old now. From when I made him. I am making a Light Fury. Contained in this horribly old, just pieces of cardboard taped together, is all of my toothless patterns. So I need to dig through and find the headpiece. Oh, not just toothless, but this is also part of my Hiccup cosplay that I made. I know I have a digital version of the head pattern too, so I might be able to use that. Let's see. Is this correct? This is the digital head pattern, but I don't think it's correct. It's not the one I love. There's a couple versions of it. Mess. Let's dig through this, see what we can find. The head pattern in here. I know I'm definitely going to be tracing it again if I find the correct one. That looks better, like the right one. Shortened. Oh, interesting. It's like extended. Huh. Very modified. There's many pieces of patterns attached to this. I don't think this is original. That looks closer to the right one. I need a real portfolio, clearly, because these got very bent up in this thing. That's 3 head patterns, and I can't tell if any of them are the right one. I feel like I had a different material for the one I really liked. Let's see if I find it. Oh, I think it's in here. Logitech camera frame rate drops. What are you doing? Let's see. Yes, this is it. I wanted to keep it safe, so I put it in this envelope. It's got a lot of chalk marks on it. This is our toothless head, which I'm gonna have to trace and modify to match up for the Light Fury. We'll have to shorten the horns for sure. That'll have to be redone. Luckily, the Light Fury should be a lot easier than the Night Fury because it doesn't have back spikes or arm spikes. It's mostly just these like straight fins that are very easy, and I love it. It's gonna be so much easier to make and save me like dozens of hours. The claws will still suck. I still have to make 16 claws, which are all made up of multiple pieces. I remember that. I was trying to print out the logo for the Night Fury, essentially. Striker class. Oh, that's right. When I shipped the Toothless plush out to DreamWorks, I basically printed this out and cut it out, and then using the other sheet of paper, because this is what I needed to remove, and then spray painted the piece of paper and onto the box so that it would have a cool Night Fury logo. So when it arrived there, they would see it and be like, huh, what's this package, this box with the Night Fury logo on it? Oh, is this part of the paper? Probably. What is this piece? Stuck to it that got blasted. Oh, they're part of the logo to help give it the proper definition. I put everything in this thing. It's a mess. I need a proper portfolio for these and redraw a whole bunch of these. A nice photo print of Toothless's eye, so while I paint the eye, I can get all the right details. But now, I need the same thing for Toothless's. The Light Fury doesn't have a name, does she? It's just Light Fury. I need a eye print of that. Oh! Interesting. Thought it was a blank sheet of paper. Oh, this was, I think, what I scanned into the computer when I was attempting to digitize the Toothless pattern for the head. Because a lot of people wanted the pattern that I was making. Oh, is this the wing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. So this is the original Toothless wing that I got from, let me hold it up to regular camera. Got this from the internet, but it is an incorrect wing. It only has 5 finger points. Toothless's wing has 6, and I redid the wing myself. It took a while. I remember drawing it and stenciling it out at college. Oh, look at this big ass. I wanted it bigger too to match the body to make it more like accurate scale wise. Look how much bigger this freaking wing is. I have to lean way back. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, and then attaches to the body. Whew! Wacky. But hey, this is still in great condition. I can still use this for the Night Fury wings. Although I'll have to make sure the Night Fury has the same type of wings. And I designed it so it easily folds up like that. That's why it stayed so nice. Carefully taped it just the right way so I could put it back without damaging it. Proper design. Butt fins. This, I don't think I had to modify. This was correct. Butt fin. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, this is the chin. That's right. This is what goes under the head. See, a lot of these Toothless patterns I still can use. The goofy leg shapes, which actually work fine for making these. Oh, he's off camera. Never mind. Just checking my patterns. The body. I think the Light Fury has a similar enough body that I can use this still. I might redo this because it's gotten so wrinkly. Not that it matters that much. The fabric kind of, when you sew it up, it fixes itself. It fixes its own problems. Oh, that's right, I added a piece on the tail because it wasn't long enough. So it was like too stubby on my first plush. And so I elongated it and extended it. Makes it much nicer. More accurate to the real thing. Fish pattern. Oh, with lots of stuff sketched on this. I think this was mathing out. I don't know. There's a whole lot of like strange numbers on here. 5 to 11. This might have been like trying to calculate my hours and drawing out the fish. The fishy. There's a cut pattern of the fish in here somewhere. Yeah, the back spikes. Oh, this is a tail spikes. I'm so glad I don't have to do these, because my god, tail spikes are awful. That's, oh no, this is the old pattern. Why would I still have this as if I was using it recently? Come here. Oh. Yeah, I have a different one in here for sure. This probably was something I decided to try, and then I was like, nah, that looks bad. And I got these nice curved spikes, just like in the movie. They're very even, but when they get squished, they don't look as even. But thank God I don't have to do those, because Light Fury does not have those. And then, oops. We got our back spikes. I hand drew all of these. This was wackadoo to make these. I think the original's somewhere. I remember on like a hard piece of paper stenciling out like one and then like X-Acto knifing, cutting multiple shapes away to shrink it, and then basically on multiple pieces of paper, like placing it right where I wanted it, tracing it, placing it, and making the size different and shape match every spike to try and get it. It was like all these like careful line measurements I was doing, and that's how we get these awesome toothless back spikes going once they're pulled up and normal. Now if I make a Night Fury, I have to do 2 of them, because now we know all of my toothless plushies came out before the second movie. Let's see. There we go, this angle works. All those nice back spikes. So those were fun to make, but not really. And now if I make another one, I gotta do 2 of them. And then I gotta decide how to make them like, maybe I'll do something like magnetic. You can like slide your hand and they'll detach the magnets, and then they open up and he's got both fins. But then they'll be thin enough that they can clasp back together and look like one again. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but we shall see. Maybe if I do like 1/2 the regular fuzzy fabric like I have, and then like the inside is like another fabric that's a lot thinner, so then when they're clasped it still looks like just one fin, but then when you open them up it's like whoosh, and then it like, surprise, there is in fact 2 in there. I'd love to do that. Pick up the pattern pieces for my cosplay. Whew. Muscle! Night Fury pieces. Alright, we're gonna put this back where... Oh, of course I dropped the head. Luckily it folds up pretty nice. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff in here. All the small stuff. Oh, the ear bumps. Elbow spikes. There's a lot of little pattern pieces inside here, not just the head. And this whole thing for his painting his tail fin. Used this for stenciling. I printed it in 5 different sizes because I wasn't sure the size I needed, and then I cut the one out that I needed. And the rest were not the right size for his tail fin. Go back. Oh, the actual tail fin's in here too. Oh, for making the prosthetic. Cool. Alright. Lots of goodies I'm gonna need from this in the future. So yes, I'm going to make a Light Fury. After I make one, it's going to be for Rachel. I want to make more depending on how easy they are and see if people on the internet would like to buy any. Carefully, don't get damaged. Old wing pattern that I don't need anymore. Still folds up pretty nice. Oh yeah, and the new chin. All these heads that I don't use anymore. Such a mess. Alright. I'm gonna get a new portfolio at some point. Let that look way better. I don't have much time. I got 30 minutes till I'm heading out to a hockey game with girlfriend. Whoop. So I unfortunately have to go. That was fun. That was like an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half of repairing Dragonite. Oh. Oh. Rachel is gonna be so happy. She is still outside mowing, so if I call her in right now, she's gonna be annoyed that she's disturbed. So I don't want to do that in the middle of her work because she's rushing to mow the lawn before we go. Boop. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I will see you again real soon. Hopefully tomorrow. I plan on doing a live stream depending on what's going on. We're probably gonna play Half-Life, and that's gonna be awesome. Oh, Rachel came inside. Hold on. Maybe we can do reactions. Let me tip this back. I wonder which camera would be better. Probably the Logitech. Let me actually... Boop. Why is it not 1080p? Hold on. I think I can force it. Custom. It's gonna break for a sec while I try to... Boop. Yeah. Oh, so much better. Hold on. Almost there. Almost there. We'll just cover up other camera. Ooh, yeah. Now we got that HD cam action. Girlfriend, do you want to come see Dragonite completed? Hold on.
I'm coming. I'm all sweaty. But I'm coming.
Let's back up here.
Litter box smells awful.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Alright. Come. Do you want to be off cam?
No, I can be on camera even though I'm gross.
Okay. There we go.
I mowed the lawn. I'm disgusting.
Here comes Dragonite.
Oh, look at him. His neck stands up now.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
He's all stuffed all over the place.
Oh, it's so much better. I want to give him a hug, but I smell.
Okay.
I'll give him a hug anyway. Eee.
Still squishy.
Oh. Yay.
Yep.
He's fat again.
His wings are kind of a little better than they were before.
Yeah.
The antenna, it's all plastic, so it's
Oh.
kind of like you can maybe form it and like set it, and it might stay that way.
That's okay that they're a little derpy.
So we'll look at the plush that I have, and maybe we can reshape him a bit.
Yay.
But yeah.
Aww. He's so much better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hmm.
All right, everybody. Oh.
Oh, you don't want to hug me.
No,
I was
no.
mostly going to grab the fuzz that was stuck.
I was like, what are you doing?
You do not want to hug me.
All right, internet. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.